Good morning team, welcome to the channel and welcome to 2023. Today we're at Swanport Village. As you can see, the water levels here are well up. A few weeks ago we made the trip from Cornamont down to the Swanport wetlands on the river directly opposite from here. This area was known as Swanport from 1865. From 1876 it was known as Thompson's Crossing, as there was a government ferry established here. In its day, Swanport had a small post office, just a few cottages, a couple of wine shops and a storage facility for the river traffic as it passed through. The Aboriginal name for Swanport was Kangarangang, which translates as home of the spirits of the dead. Swanport was a noted burial place for the indigenous population and was used as such for generations. Anyway, let's go. If I didn't mention, Thompson's Crossing was a ferry crossing, and here at Murray Bridge this was known as Edward's Crossing. I assume that was also a ferry, but it was where they put the bridge, so both ferry crossings would have been redundant. So I've come down here to the wharf precinct here at Murray Bridge. Looks like we can drive down to Sturt Reserve, but we can't drive any further along it, and I can see that some of it's flooded. Water levels here are very high, and you can note just here the 1956 flood level. It's hard to know whether this traffic is normal holiday traffic or river flood tourism. So this is MYPOLONGA. MYPOLONGA Township was not proclaimed until 1915. MYPOLONGA is the corruption of an Aboriginal word meaning lookout place upon a cliff, which seems apt. Just looking out, there's been a lot of work done here to contain the water, this levee bank here. Nevertheless, you can see it's spread out considerably over the river flats. Okay, this is Wood Lane. Again, the water is well up. We're filming this just after the peak has passed Renmark, so peak hasn't yet arrived, but it's only days away. So I have discovered one thing about the drone. If you fly it anywhere near power lines, it has no idea where to come back to, and you can very easily lose it. So this is Wall. I probably should have known. More about Wall, given that I have a family member who worked on Wall Station when it belonged to John Baker, former Premier. That was in the late 19th century, of course. We can't get to a Wall landing. The road's flooded and they've closed it. So I was going to go to Zaddo's Landing, but the road again is closed. We'll move on. This is MANNUM Waters. This is the MANNUM Waters housing development. Most of the houses seem okay. They've thought of the flood, and they've built up on an upper story, and underneath is a bit. Underneath slopes down to the river level. The houses eventually give way to the marina moorings, as you can see here. The mooring pontoons are well surrounded by water, so you can't get to the houseboats themselves unless you have a boat. I think I might try and go and find some lunch, MANNUM perhaps. Well, I had a good lunch. Turns out you can't get anywhere near the water in MANNUM at the moment. They truly have built a levee on the bottom part of the main street, and up the top half they're having a major seepage problem at the moment. Well, anyway, the whole of the main street is barricaded off from the river. I can see from where I am now that the road ahead is closed, so I'll either have to find a detour or give it away for the day. I was fully expecting this to happen at some point, because I haven't done this return trip quite as early as I anticipated. Anyway, we'll see how we go. So this, of course, is the MANNUM lookout, and even from here we can see right below us the road to Pellerin Flat is flooded, so definitely not going that way. Right, so what I've done here, I've found a back way to slightly bypass Pellerin Flats, and I'm now here at Noa Landing. Nevertheless, immediately I got down onto the main road again. It said local traffic only, so in theory I'm not supposed to be here. So I'll take a few pictures and I'll get out again. Where we are trying to get to, of course, is Cornamont, where we started the previous river trip. There's too many detours in the way, we'll give it away, but we're not done yet. Let's go. The extra water lying around is in its own way quite pretty, unless you happen to be one of those affected by the extra water. Right, well, I hadn't intended to come up this far. I had no need to, but this is Walker's Flat. I don't think we can get to the other points further down we wanted to, like Cornamont and Purnong. There's just closed roads everywhere. So I think this is the end of our video. Thank you so much for coming along for the first episode in 2023. We'll see you in the next episode.